serious.
Welcome to the basement.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the basement. I'm Jose.
I'm Nolo.
How's it going, dude?
What up?
It's Friday, bro.
Word. Doesn't feel like it though.
Especially for me when, I don't have a job, so it's all the same.
You home all day?
Home all day watching shows that I have some, feedback.
Really? What'd you watch?
So I finished the first season of Dark. The reason why I messed up on Dark was because I fell asleep.
That's how you watch shows.
So yeah, I usually I fall asleep. Yeah, I usually fall asleep. And I fall asleep because I'm tired. Where today I was watching a show Netflix did called Carbon.
Carbon Base?
Carbon Base?
Something like that?
I fell asleep on the first episode.
I saw a few episodes of it. I'm kind of like, I want to like it, but it's not there for
I didn't fall asleep because I was tired. I fell asleep because it was boring.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't like, it was just like, it was like the story was overreaching and covering up with this idea of technology.
Yeah. Did you watch Push?
No, I would have saved that because I like the concept of it, but I finished, like I said, the first season of what's it called?
Dark.
Dark. You gotta watch it, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll watch it.
And again, because I fell asleep because I was tired, not engaged. At first you're learning the characters, and it just gets crazy. Okay. And now it just got to like
How
a
many
new
seasons
part.
is it? Just one season?
They just got approved for the next season.
Okay.
It's one of those.
I love Netflix.
I love that.
Netflix got approved for like 700 shows. I heard.
Oh, when you remember you asked me in the last episode what country? It's the Germans.
Da?
Da.
Huh?
Isn't that the Russians that go da? You idiot. Oh man.
You seem to know so much. Are you
I
a
know
spy?
You heard about the pardon that this guy had for Trump did for that sailor guy?
What?
So some Navy guy was caught taking pictures of classified areas on a nuclear ship, and he was jailed. And his mother made a plea, he made a plea, and the president just pardoned him.
He's like, what did he do with the pictures?
I have no idea. That's as far as I got to the story, because then you walked in. So I was like, no, can't talk about that, but here I am talking about that.
You gonna walk out?
Get out. And if you hear sound effects, that's my stomach.
Seriously, yo.
You know what's funny? In the last episode, you didn't hear it.
I know.
In that outtake,
I'm shocked that we didn't hear it.
I know, because it was so loud.
But then again, so much stuff goes around this that you don't hear in the show.
I know. But, beginner's luck. Beginner's journey.
So
yeah, you guys are in the basement, and it is Friday. What do you got? How was your day?
blah. I worked. Blah. That was it.
Damn.
Nothing special. But I got something to talk about. You got something to talk about?
I have some things I could dabble. Go ahead. What you
I
got?
want to talk about simulation theory.
A simulation. Okay.
Simulation.
Simulation?
Like Sims?
Like with Sims?
The Sims? You ever heard of The Sims? The game? The Sims?
Like the game that you...
That you put a character in there, you got to build them a house, give them a job.
And relationships and other people?
Yeah. I want to talk about that.
Okay. Talking about The Sims.
Not The Sims, simulation theory.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go into it. You're going to be like, oh, that's what you're talking about. All right?
Hopefully.
Okay, let's see.
Hopefully.
So simulation theory is the idea that we live in a computer simulation. That, let's refer back to The Sims. We are the characters in the Sims. That's us. We are AI within a simulation. Me and you are AI within a simulation.
So you're saying the platform, this Earth, this
universe,
this universe,
entire
this
universe,
continent, this
is
country,
inside of a computer somewhere on some kid's desk.
Oh my! You're talking about USS Caliber.
USS Caliber?
Caliber?
I have no idea.
Callister?
I don't know what you're saying.
the fourth episode of the fourth season, first episode of Black Mirror? Bro,
Oh yeah, something like that.
you're talking about that?
Yeah, something like that.
Spoiler, that was the ending.
But we don't know that we're in it. So there's no. I mean, obviously, people went back and forth on is it real, is it not real, because it's possible. Think about it. Think about what VR was in the 1980s. Exactly. Think about VR in the 90s. Now think about VR in the 2000s and VR today. Now imagine what VR is going to be in 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years from now. What VR is going to look like.
Whoa, I think didn't we cover this?
We
already?
kind of talked about this a little bit, yeah.
With the
suit.
The suit.
But that, I think that was an episode we never.
That was the third episode.
That was an ether.
Damn, I gotta say it again.
So simulation theory, basically, me and you are inside of a computer simulation. Proof of it is all around us, right? Now, this is me just on the drive here. After hanging up the phone with you to get the milk.
I say this
we
like
ate milk and
15
cookies.
times. I think I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
I thought about it between that little bit of time, and I was thinking back to like stuff I heard about and read about and watched videos about.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is if you break matter down to its lowest points, it very much looks like a pixel.
Yeah.
And they're saying that an example of simulation theory, like the data being corrupted, is the Mandela effect.
Explain.
The Mandela effect. You know who Mandela is, right?
Yes.
I forget his first name or his last name. I'm not even sure what's his name. All I know
Is
is
it
Mandela.
Nelson Mandela?
It's Nelson Mandela. Very good.
This shows that together we complete a brain, sort of.
You get 1 point for Black History in your black card. So Nelson Mandela was the president of South Africa, right? When he became the president, a lot of people were like, I thought he died in prison years ago. So that's where the Mandela effect comes from. That a lot of the population says, didn't he die? And another population says, oh yeah, he became president. So another example would be peanut butter. Give me a name of a peanut butter.
A name?
Yeah, name a brand.
Of Reese's peanut butter?
Oh, those are candies. I'm talking about peanut butter.
No, they
Buy
actually
in
make
store.
Jiffy's?
Jiffy. Beautiful. I like the way. I'm happy that you said Jiffy, because the name of
I can't.
the name of the peanut butter is not Jiffy. It's Jif. But a lot of people remember it being Jiffy.
Wow.
They're like, I remember the Y, and they were like, nope. If you go back in the history of the company, it never had a Y. They never called it Jiffy. They just called it Jif.
I feel like that's racist. I don't know why.
Racist.
I don't know. Don't listen to me.
So anyway, there's a lot of examples. The most famous one I think is the Bearstein Bears, where people remember it being spelled Bearstein, and other people remember it being spelled Bearstein.
Is mattress one of them?
Excuse me?
MITTRES?
No, but I wish it was.
They had an extra S.
That's for savings. Yeah.
I don't know.
But so basically, they're saying that a big chunk of the population remembers history one way, and another chunk of the population remembers history another way.
So these are all evidences that suggest that the simulation theory is.
What they're saying is that because the reason why we remember it like that is because there was a glitch in the simulation at one point. So let's just imagine you're saving a file on your computer, and it's saving, and you see the save bar move over, and then all of a sudden your computer stops, resets, or whatever. And you're like, oh crap.
This is not a good example.
No,
because
wait.
This happened to me yesterday.
So you put your computer back on, right? But we are the computer. We're the simulation. So while the bar was loading, populations were getting uploaded with the new memories. But then when the computer stopped, the other half didn't get the new memories. You get it? So this is what they're saying. This is their argument. They're saying this is a proof of the simulation theory.
What do you think?
I think it's quite possible. Remember, I'm the only real person here.
Right.
So I think it's possible that, yeah, we have a simulation theory. I think it's possible.
So I don't know what to say about that, bro. That's where you have it right now. I'm like,
So check this out. What if we were living in the simulation, right? And let's just imagine somehow science somewhere in the world said, I can't believe it. Big news thing. News report comes, a whole bunch of microphones. We want to make an announcement. We've discovered this, and we've corroborated with other scientists from around the globe. We've tested it. We've retested it. We have hard evidence, proven fact, that we are definitely living in a simulation.
What are you trying to do to the world right now? That's what I want to know. What are you trying to do?
Trying to make everybody crazy.
You're trying to bring down the population numbers.
My brother told me you got to get rid of this.
We got to get rid of 2 minutes. So depress.
Too many niggas out there.
Depress the audience we don't even have. Suicide.
So what if?
That's
what if scientists does that? They announce it. Me and you watching the news. We call each other right away. Yo, did you hear about the news? That simulation theory that was real. That we live in a simulation. They've proven it. That we're actually a computer program. What would that do to people? What would that do to religion? What would that do to just people in general?
Well, first of all, I want to know who's running this because I want the control. I don't want to have to go to work. I don't have to do anything.
And then, is murder anymore?
Oh my goodness.
Is it? Because you're not killing a person.
Nah, that's why it can't be. 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 Who would you kill?
Who would I kill?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I have it in me.
I don't think so either.
It would have to be like I have to kill.
Yeah, but if you knew that if this thing were true, think about that.
People don't mean nothing.
But would you still
they're literally holograms.
Literally. We have that theory that I guess I do. When I'm out in the world mingling, if I'm not directly in contact with you, the chances of us knowing each other by first name, having some sort of relationship, friendship, whatever, anything, doesn't exist. Think about all the people you walk past every single day.
You know what's crazy thought too? You walk past these people. They don't have a voice. They're not programmed to have a voice. They're just shells. They're just shells of people. They're nothing.
Right.
Until you interact with them.
That's what I'm saying.
And then what if you're programmed to interact with them? Like a video game. You see mad,
You're saying that, you're saying that not only are we in a program, but we are a program.
We are the AI within the program. Each and every one of us are an individual AI. Programmed to think that it's real.
Programmed to think that it's real, but not programmed to the detail that you and I became friends.
We don't know that. We have no control over that.
I don't like the way this is going. I'm going to be a liberal right now. And I'm going to demand you start talking this way.
Because if simulation theory is true, it could be either set the AI free, let the AI do what the AI does and we'll just watch it. Or it could be, I want to program this group of people to do this and program this group of people to do that. With every interaction programmed, everything. And we would never know because we're living it. We are the AI. So let's say he turned off the computer today, and whoever this grandmaster is, he turns off the computer today, goes off to college, has a family, wife and kids. One of his kids find a computer in the attic. Dad, look, I found this. He goes, that's my old simulation. You press play, you put it on. To us, it'll just be like nothing, like nothing ever changed. It'd be night and day. It'd just be an instant.
This is the Calvinist side of you talking. I knew it. I smelled it since the beginning. We're drinking water, by the way.
So that's simulation theory.
Even though we sound like we're on something else. That's simulations. That's your first topic.
Yeah, that's my first topic. Don't worry about that. That was me. I dropped something.
All right. So, what else? What else we got? That's, to me, like, how would you prove that?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know. I was listening to this podcast months ago. And they were saying how a way that this simulation that we live in today could come about would be in some far off future, some next generation of humanity said, hey, I want to see my ancestors, or I want to relive the past. and you go to a place, or maybe you could download a program on the computer, and it uploads a new Earth from the 2018. Just runs, and then somebody puts the VR, and then whoever's the real person is walking around in this Earth somewhere. But we're just a system that's uploading right now. We're just, hey, what's up? Welcome to the basement.
That's horrible.
But the real guy's running around somewhere. I don't know where he's at.
And what is he doing?
Yeah. Ready for this? It could be even more crazier. Grand Theft Auto is an open world.
Right.
What do people do in Grand Theft Auto? For fun, all the time.
Run over the old ladies.
They just go crazy, right?
Yeah.
What if these mass murderers are people just, oh my god, oh crap, yo, this game is crazy, pick up a gun, go to the school.
Wow.
Get in the car, run over the people.
That's why I don't read too much, bro. That's why I don't read.
And then when they kill him, his VR's like, game over. It's like, oh, that was crazy, yo. Done.
That's just...
I'm just saying, if we were within the simulation, to us it would be like normal life.
If we knew about it.
Even if we didn't know about it, so like it's today, like
right.
We see something crazy go on in the news, and to us it's news, but to the actual person playing the simulation, to him it's part of the game. Kim Jong-un meeting Donald Trump, he set that up. He's like, oh, I'm gonna nuclear bomb this world. It's gonna be crazy. He set that up. We would never know. To us, it's just, hey, they made peace, or they're gonna talk. Meanwhile, the overseer, or whoever he is, whoever this guy is, the programmer, he set this up.
Damn. All right, so don't believe everything. What you're eating right now isn't real.
You know, it'd be even crazy too. I'm gonna go for a long time with this. Imagine the programmer. Imagine this, all right? Sort of like a new sort of viewing movie or show thing like Netflix, where they have like their own channel, and the programmer is called Simulation TV or whatever.
Yeah.
And they run the globe, and that's their program. And what they do is they have recordings. We would never know. It would be like an invisible camera recording us right now, and we're a show on his streaming system. And it's just, he lets the simulation run, and he just puts hidden, cameras all around and just records. And there are different shows. And so right now we're just flipping through simulation TV.
Of your life.
Not just my life, but all around the globe. Everybody, what everybody's doing.
Whoever they want to see.
Yeah, switch to Poverty Channel in China. I want to see what it's like. And it's just freaking poor people. I saw this thing. The reason I thought about it, because I saw this thing in, I think it's the Philippines actually, where they dig holes in the ground and they fill it with water. And divers go in there with a tube in their mouth, bro. Just a tube connected to some air pump that pumps air. And they put goggles on. It's mud. You can't see anything. And their job is just to go deep into the water while it's flooded with water, this giant hole, and just mix up the dirt and try to pull things out. And then the people up top, they sieve through it and they try to find gold.
Wow.
And they say that, people die all the time down there. And when somebody dies in the hole, if you can't get them out, you got to shut down the hole and dig a new hole. And then the next guy does it.
Because that guy's done.
Because that guy's done, you can't get him out. You can't mine in there with his dead body. So you have to close it down and you have to move to the next hole.
So you got so this job comes with instant burial.
Instant burial,
provided.
And then they're saying how because of the air tube that they use, they have lung problems. And because they're underground with all this dirt constantly wet for hours at a time, it absorbs into the skin. They're having skin problems. But that's how they make money. And that's that simulation channel. That their lives are poverty-stricken because the overseer wants it like that. Because that's the channel people watch.
So basically, we don't even have viewers in the real world.
If we have viewers, it's the overseer. Shout out to the overseer.
Where you at?
I see you, bro.
What's going on? Please be kind to us.
Can you reload this with more money, please? Give me the cheat code, please.
And can I get a job? That's crazy. That's gonna mess with certain people's minds. If they, if you keep going, you might just lose yourself.
I could go for hours with this. I got so much stuff in my head right now. Because let's say we did find out. Let's say we found out we weren't a simulation.
Okay.
Scientists proved it without a doubt. eventually the scientists can figure out how to tap into the actual programming, and they can change reality themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can manipulate the world somehow, however they figure out. You know what I'm saying? So they could change matter, like E equals MC squared, like it's a theory. They could actually do it. You know what I'm saying? With a couple touches of a keyboard, they could change reality. Couple codes, yeah.
Wow.
They could just make things pop out the sky. Want food? World hunger's over. Couple thing. For the next 10 minutes, every tree is going to be made out of bread. Everybody start farming. And then as soon as they stop farming, all right, reset the program, trees are back to normal. Then all the bread you already collected, nobody's hungry anymore.
That's crazy. Just to break it up, but this dark series, right?
Yeah.
Everything I wanted to see or thought of in terms of the sci-fi of time travel,
Yeah.
I've seen finally in this.
What do you mean?
I can't tell you.
Are you saying that everything that you wanted from a time travel show, this has it?
It has a lot of things that I haven't seen.
Really? That's interesting.
And that's coming from a Star Trek
Yeah.
fan. I've seen all the series, seen all the movies.
Damn, I'm curious now. Now you tapped into my curiosity. Because I love time travel stuff.
Right, so my brother put me onto it, and his suggestions, I don't know, I wouldn't say that they're bad, or for me they're different. His wife, we're usually at opposite ends on stuff. She's a female, right?
Yeah.
But she was promoting the show. He's promoting. I'm like, yeah, all right.
That's like me and my wife in Star Trek. She has no interest in Star Trek at all.
Okay, so
But this new Star Trek show, she likes it.
based on that, I think that your wife would also enjoy the crap out of this show.
I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch Star Trek tonight because she's off work.
Nice.
So I'm definitely gonna finish watching it tonight. Did you finish watching it?
Waiting for you.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna watch it tonight.
I could watch it tonight too.
There we go.
But so this show again has scenes or things that I would have liked to see in a story based in time travel, and I'm just like, damn, Netflix. Damn.
They're good, right?
No. It gets worse in a good way, right?
Yeah.
So I tried that Carbon show, and I'm like, no, Netflix. Whoever that was, don't ever talk to those people again, Netflix. Fire them.
I was watching when I started watching. I was like, I wanted to get into it because I want a new sci-fi show. You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't. It was just. I felt like it was just going in the direction. I was just like, I don't know what this is. You know. But speaking of time travel, if the overseer wanted, he could go back in time. Easily, he could just go back in the program files. He can alter our past.
Oof, you gotta watch this series.
Okay.
You gotta watch this series. It's really good.
Overseer!
You guys should also see it. Dark. It's on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix, our proud sponsor of this episode.
Waiting for that check, Netflix.
Please. It's just $20 a month so we can cover the podcast.
Just all we need, guys.
Just
We
to
can make a
cover the
commercial.
subscription to podcast. Which we are on. So another thing that I ran into. And okay, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna, I think, open up some cans for some people, Christians. Because I could already hear it in the background. So suggestions and everything that Netflix gives you, and I was just like, I'm not doing this. It's not gonna happen. But I'm like, you know what? It has a good rating, and I'm like, let's see what these people are doing, right? Mm-hmm. The show that I watched, I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it one episode, and I'm out, because I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. Queer Eye.
Okay.
Have you seen?
Is that the one where they do makeovers?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one, no. I haven't seen the old one either.
I didn't even know that there was an old one.
I only see... Oh, no? It's an old show. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, I think it's called. Right? It's like 5 gay dudes that read... I mean, this is what I remember. You get some guy, whatever the guy is. 5 gay dudes redo his life. His clothes, his apartment.
Yes.
Okay, so it is that show.
It is that show.
Okay.
So
It was a really popular show back in the day.
So apparently they have 5 seasons in. I thought this thing just came out.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, okay, whatever, 1 episode. And the first episode is with Bobby Burke.
Bobby Burger?
Burke?
Okay.
No, it says Bobby Burke from the Queer Eye talks about his reputation as a hard-working member of the Fab Five. I don't know what this. It's an article. On the first episode, right? He has this guy. I don't know the guy's name, Brian, and the guy looks like I think John Adams.
The president? That's crazy.
So it's hilarious because they reference it a few times.
Was he like the second president or something?
I don't know. Listen.
I need to know.
So, and they're in. So these 5 gay guys, they go. The first city they decide to go to is Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia. Right?
Yeah.
So you see the 5 guys go into a diner. Right? In the morning, early. I think it's a Saturday or Sunday. What is it full of? Old people. Old white people. I'm like, wait, you guys got an Indian, you got a black guy. This is not a good, and you're all gay. You're rolling up in there, and everybody's like, ah. I was just taken back by that, just that. That you have these 5 gay individuals going in, and it's Georgia, so you have certain stereotypes, of the rednecks,
I wouldn't imagine. Oh, I guess it depends on part of Georgia, I guess.
Yeah, I would guess. I've never been.
Because Atlanta was more urban, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know if they go just to Atlanta, though, right? So I'm like, after watching the first episode, I was like, and the guy was really embraced. He was talking about his loneliness. He was just going home every day and after his 3rd divorce.
What?
3rd. He would just go home and do the same routine. He would have I forgot what they call it over there, but it's a margarita, and it's just tequila with, you ready for this? Mountain Dew. So the 5 guys, yeah, that's all. They all said that, and they all almost threw up. I guess it's maybe because they had too much tequila. So the guy, he's going through his loneliness. So I'm looking at I'm like, what are they trying to achieve here? And I'm like, that's pretty interesting that they're.
Wait, who's the one that looks like John Adams? The guy that mAKEOVER or one of the characters?
Anyways, the first over here, I just typed in season 1, the episode. Sorry for the. And it says Brian Butch Speckful. I can't.
You said he's Butch?
Butch?
You can't fix ugly?
You can't fix ugly. So, this is another episode I'm pretty sure your wife would like.
The guy with the beard?
Yes, the guy with the beard.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He looks like one of the presidents.
It's so much better when I have a computer here.
Isn't that nice?
Stupid iPad. It's trying to be crazy.
So then there's the second episode.
How many episodes did you watch?
I don't know how many I watched. I think I watched 3.
Jesus Christ.
I think I watched 3, or maybe I just watched 2.
There's only 7 episodes?
I think there's 5 seasons.
Wow. You've watched so much TV the past few days.
I have. I'm catching up.
Jesus Christ.
So then there's another guy, and yo, you gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil the 3rd episode.
Of Queer Eye?
Of Queer Eye.
I guarantee I'm not gonna watch it.
Just watch the 3rd one then.
I guarantee you're gonna watch it.
I knew it. I knew you wouldn't.
It's just I don't find interest in it. Makeovers?
So it's not the makeovers. So the 3rd episode, they're in again Georgia, and damn, I wish you could just watch a clip. They're in Georgia. They're doing a makeover for a guy. A guy's like 290 pounds.
You said the 3rd episode?
I think it's the 3rd episode. What do you see when you put it up there?
I closed the screen.
You closed the whole entire screen. So, Anyways, he's like 290, 6 feet tall, 2 daughters, and he's a. Hold on a second.
A black dude?
No, he's not a black dude.
Trying to find him now. Episode 3 recap. You sure it's not a black dude? Is this black dude gay? There's a gay black dude.
There is a gay black dude.
He's tall?
The black dude?
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, so. Yeah, so. It's a big guy, like a big.
Oh, I think I see it right here. With a beard?
Yeah, but he has like a. What is the episode called?
Dega don't.
Yeah.
Let me get your credit card information so I can send it to Netflix. So I can register for a month.
Are you serious?
You don't have Netflix on this?
I don't have Netflix on that. No, I don't. But I do have. Look.
Hi, how you doing?
Hold on a second. So I'm just gonna show you a clip. All right.
You're going hard for the show, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you why for a second.
You can lift up the thing and disconnect it?
No, it has a safety clip, and I'm not doing all that work and getting up.
Alright, so they showing me a gay show on Netflix. Here we go.
That's what we're gonna talk about. That mentality. Here we go.
They saw me in the back of the car and they can
They
say,
get pulled over.
"Hey, like, what's going on here?"
The black gay guy is driving.
Do they travel
we
with a
got the-
cast?
It's
I mean, do they? I mean, let me
A
rephrase
cast.
it. Do they travel with a crew, or is it just these 5 guys are recording themselves?
I don't know. I think they have a crew, but right now they're getting pulled over, and all the cameras that are available are the ones
In the car.
in the car. They must have a lead car
Yeah,
that's
that's what I was
recording them.
thinking too.
You know, they usually do that. Yeah, we're going technical. Ready? Here we go.
Why does he look so suspicious? Hi, how you doing? I'm Officer Forest City Monroe. Can I see your license, please? I don't have it. You don't have your license in your possession?
No.
Okay, why not? We're filming a show. Okay, but it's state law. You have to have your license in your possession when you're operating a vehicle. Got it. Okay. All right.
They got the cams. You saw the cam in his glasses?
I'm very aware of this type of cop. Yeah.
Me too.
What?
I'm
Wait,
very.
pause it.
Oh, now you want to talk about a gay show?
No, not the gay show. The
Forget about the gay
situation.
part. The situation. Yeah, go. So
Because, okay, I don't know why the cop pulled him over. Okay? Which I understand. Probably because he was black, driving a car in a white area. Maybe? Maybe the cop saw a whole bunch of weird stuff in the car. Like cameras and stuff. He's like, what is this car? It's suspicious.
I love the questions that you're asking. I love them.
Or maybe he smelled the gay in the air. It could be. He's driving by. He's like, it smells like flowers and roses. Like, is that car? It smells like cotton candy? Let me pull these guys over. So, but the fact that he doesn't have his license is enough to me to be like, the stop is justified.
Yeah, now it is.
Shouldn't.
It's done.
Because you could have shown me license. Like, all right, get out.
Now I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Do you belong in this country?
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's right, Trump. Go ahead.
I mean.
So what happens then?
So let's
They give
see.
a ticket?
Question is what we were pulled over for. You mind stepping out of the vehicle for me?
You know,
Why? Because I asked you to.
I don't want him to.
You're shooting a show, you said?
Get off the ground!
It's called Queer Eye. What kind of show is this? We
The cop's gay.
makeover straight guys. Makeover straight guys. Yeah. Okay. Is his name Corey? Because I'm his nominator.
Yeah! I would still give him a ticket.
All right.
He's illegally here from Canada?
Apparently.
That's why still we gotta build a wall up there too. You can't just discriminate and have walls on the bottom. There gotta be walls up top too.
So, anyways, his partner is getting the makeover, and then they have a conversation with the black guy, and they go into the whole
Wait a second.
police thing
Wait,
that's
hold
going
on a
on.
second. I got a question. This is a serious question. Is this your mic?
Yes.
You switched it. That's my mic over there.
Yeah, because I just flipped it around.
You know how I know?
How?
Because this thing is on wrong. That's fine. All right, go ahead. Just keep going while I fix this.
You were listening to The Basement, ladies and gentlemen. We out. This guy is a maniático. New word for those of you who don't speak Spanish. Someone with very, very, very specific mannerisms, right?
I need things done a certain way.
It has to be. There you go.
There you
Enjoy, everyone. Enjoy that, everyone.
It's all right, go ahead.
Dive into it. So later on, the black guy, he's driving the whatever his name
Call
is.
the car.
He's driving the person they're making over, the straight guy. He's driving him back to the crib, and they go into the whole cop and because at that time, I'm thinking this was when the whole cop situation was really getting bad. I don't know when season 1 started, but obviously it was in the midst of this thing with cops and Black Lives Matter.
I keep closing the window.
I don't know why. But I thought of you when I saw this segment here. I was like, oh.
So this is the simulation you decided to watch?
Yes, this is the simulation I decided to watch.
Decadent! So basically, you're showing me this show because you want me to...
I don't want you to do anything.
You want me to nominate you. You want them to come over here and do
No, actually, that's a good point because that's basically what you did.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's
this is what
basically what you did. You're the queer eye.
I'm the queer eye!
You're the queer eye.
That's the name of the episode. I'm the queer eye.
Because if you watch the AI episode, I guess we'll release it one day, so people can just be like, what the heck and how bad. But if you listen to the conversations that we had, it was pretty good.
We'll put it out. Screw it.
We'll put it out just to like...
I haven't watched it, man.
What?
I gotta see what you look like. Were you wearing a vest?
No, I was wearing a gray shirt, bro. You should see. I was wearing... Not a vest. I was wearing not a vest. I was wearing a polo.
Okay.
But hard.
So wait, you look back at yourself back then?
I was like...
What the hell?
I actually did one of these. I did the comparison. I loaded one video here and one video on the surface. I was just like, oh man.
I'm the queer eye.
You're the queer eye.
Hire me for season 3, guys.
You and Jesse are the queer
We're
eyes.
the queer eyes. We should make a show.
You should.
Straight guys for the gay guy.
Straight guys for the gay guys. So go ahead. Let's go back to your theory here.
What we did was we reprogrammed your system.
Oh, okay.
That's what we did.
Or maybe you just inputted new codes.
That's what we did. We inputted new codes and we let it go. So every night when you go to sleep, it's just like you're just rethinking life.
Anyway, seeing these cops, because then they, at the end of the episode, what they do is they do like the guy has this like a follow up, right? And this follow up, they're also NASCAR fans and whatever, these guys, his fellow coworkers and friends, and his sponsor, right? They all went to watch the video, but they're dressed like these like big ogre guys, just like going crazy and eating and barbecuing in a parking lot, at Daytona. These knuckleheads that you see, right? So they're dressed up with these wild ass costumes that they make, and they come in and I'm just like, they're all hanging out with gay guys.
You know what I think that show does? It breaks stereotypes. Yeah. Because they paint the South like racist hicks. But I've been in the South. I know what it's like. It's nice, bro. You run into people like that, for sure.
That's what he was saying. That's what the cop was saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they, there is this stereotype, and you will find them here.
Yeah, I've seen them.
So...
Because over there, I'm Mexican. It doesn't matter. Like, when I was like, they're like, so where you from? I'm like, oh, I'm Puerto Rican. They're like, where's that at? I was like, Puerto Rico. They're like, what part of Mexico is that? And I was like, no. It's an island in the freaking Caribbean. Because there are people out there that they say, you ask them, "Oh, where you from?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm from Guadalajara." I'm like, "Oh no, but what country? Like where?" I don't know. Never heard of the country. He goes, "Oh, it's down south, south of America." I was like, "South America? No, up more." And I'm like, "Guadalajara, Mexico?" They're like, yeah, Mexico, yeah." Like they don't want to say. It's like, just say that you're from Mexico. I don't understand. What's the big deal?
What's the problem? Yeah. Do you think? Okay. So based on that, are we more open-minded here in the north? If we think that that's all they are down there in the south?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, like we stereotype them. You're saying.
Because this shocked me. I was like, "What is happening here?"
Oh, because of the gay guys in the south, whatever.
And with a cop.
Yeah.
And then the whole cop crew comes over. Even with the first guy, I was like, and he started crying.
The guy that got the makeover.
Yeah, the first guy started crying.
He was a cop. The guy that got the makeover was a cop too.
So the first episode, no, he wasn't a cop.
They got this episode.
This episode, he's a cop. Yeah, his buddy sponsored him.
Bro, we're talking about all episodes. I'm talking about this one.
Talking about this one. So they're all crying. All the guys cry.
Yeah.
Except for the Indian. The Indian didn't cry.
His voice doesn't match what he looks like. That's why I say that. When I saw his face in the pictures, and then I saw his voice over there, your thing, I was like, doesn't sound like him. It doesn't match him at all.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird.
It is. But is it our stereotype?
It is. And I found another stereotype within, that I was mentioning to you. Is it a stereotype? I don't know. But when I was saying, why do gay guys have to sound and alter their voice?
Yeah.
Granted, again, if, they're doing that on purpose, they're taking hormone pills and, they're...
Yeah.
That's different to me, but why do they have to... So, in this episode, there's 5 guys, and 2 of them don't really act that gay.
Yeah.
They're kind of normal.
I met a few people like that. But you kind of tell they're gay.
And then there's one that's dancing and twirling around.
Oh, God.
And it's funny as hell. I can't stop laughing when he does.
Yo, you know Milo Yiannopoulos?
No.
You gotta look into him. He's gay. He's a Jew. God, here we go. He's a alt-right, sort of. You know what alt-right is? But he's a Jew, and he's gay, and he's married to a black man. Process that. You know what alt-right is, right?
Yes. So I want to see if I can look at this guy's face. Maybe I have seen him.
Milo Yiannopoulos. Good luck spelling that. It
Wow, it's right there. It's like, woo. There's no way that... Yeah, I think I've seen this guy.
Milo Yiannopoulos. Apparently, he made a lot of money selling property and stuff. So he was rich before he became famous, with his views or whatever. You gotta watch some of his stuff. He says things to piss people off. That's what he does.
Yeah, I've seen this guy.
He does have some points in some places, but some things he says, I'm just like, guy, just please. But he just does things to piss. He did a thing where he would go from college to college talking, and the name of the tour was called, I think if I remember correctly, it was called the Dangerous Faggot Tour. That was the name of his tour, bro. Just to show you that he's there to start, he just want to start problems, But he's a gay dude that breaks all stereotypes to me. You know what I'm saying?
Even within his own...
Yeah, just him
sexual
himself,
preference.
he breaks his own stereotypes. Because his views are very right-leaning, but he's gay. He doesn't believe in gay marriage. But he got married to a gay guy.
Yeah, this guy's just...
You know what he says? He goes that marriage should be a contractual agreement, not involving the church. If we force the church, then we have a problem. Forcing the church to do something that's against their religion, against their values. But if we do it within the own government, then I can see that. But we don't have to call it marriage. We can have our own thing. Why do we have to take their thing? That's what his point. That's why he says, I don't believe in gay marriage. We can have our own thing. Why don't we?
What would you call it?
Why would we copy them? What would I call it?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had to.
Come on, Noel. You're so opinionative.
Woo! Here we go. What would I call gay marriage? What about a union?
The union.
Not the union.
How would other people refer to it
Were
without
you-
putting the in front of it?
We're unionized.
So how does it like a new? How do you say that in the?
We're united. We are united.
Unite. So it's united.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
united.
What do you think, Milo?
He does say he has some good points though. He just likes to piss people off, and it's kind of annoying sometimes.
I mean, I think he was on an interview that I and he just rubbed off as someone who just.
He's arrogant.
I'm just saying this because I'm trying to get your attention.
Exactly. I just want to piss you off.
And I'm like, damn, you lose with me.
Because there's a conversation with him, and he's just pissing people off. Some other lady, I forget where she's from. I think she's Canadian, but she makes solid points. And then there's another good dude that's a comedian, and these three together, they had a Q&A session with them college, and listening to them all three talk to each other to the audience was hilarious. There was a meme that grew out of that. I think it's called Trigglypuff. Look up Trigglypuff.
Come on, bro. Are you trying to test my spelling?
Yo, listen, y'all need to Google this too. Trigglypuff. I think it's Trigglypuff.
Oh, I just lost it. I was not that bad starting off. The Legend of the Trigglypuff.
Oh God.
Trigglypuff means.
Go to video. It's the first one. Oh no, the second one. It's only 6 seconds long. Just put that one on.
All right, I got it.
So
I
she,
saw this.
so she was wilding, nigga. She was wilding, bro. She was wilding, bro.
Wow. Awesome.
So from that conversation they had, they were pissing them off. Mind you, they do this to piss you off on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they know it. Because in their minds, they're like, what you're being mad about is so dumb. So we're just gonna keep pushing the button, push it until you start acting like this. And this right here is what they want, because this right here goes viral.
This makes money.
This right here is gonna make you look dumb. Your whole
This
side
makes
is gonna
money.
look like fools. So that's why they do it. Yeah. She's like,
The girl's face who's recording though. Oh.
she's like,
She is so cute too. And she's just like,
let me see.
what?
Kitra hates me out of our campus. That's what they're saying.
She's the girl record her face is saying two things here. What the F?
Yeah.
And she's enjoying the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Because they make it open, you know. So if you're whatever you side you're on, it doesn't matter. They don't care. They want you to come and listen.
Just sit
And
down.
that's why I like Ben Shapiro. When you watch Ben Shapiro talks and he goes to places, he says everybody's welcome. In fact, when it's time for the Q&A section, if you agree with me, you go in the back of the line. If you disagree with me, you go in the front. You ask the questions because I want to hear your opinion. You know, and that's why I like Ben the most, because he's very fair. He tries to, and then he also says it too. He says the reason why I want them to ask me the questions is because these are the clips you guys put on YouTube that make me famous. You know, so he wants those moments. You know.
Wow. So yeah, I was gonna go into the bill that was just signed in Florida.
I haven't read it at all.
Yeah. So just to leave you with some thoughts, what the bill does, according to the New York Times, is raise the minimum age, create a waiting period, ban bump stocks, arm school employees, fund school security, expand mental health services and regulations. What it doesn't do, ban assault weapons, suspend AR-15 sales, ban high-capacity magazines, strengthen background checks. That's what we didn't get, according to the New York Times.
They make it like, I'll give you some and I'll give you some and I'll make it.
That coming from someone who was a member, supporter of the NRA, this guy named Scott.
See, because the mental health issue has nothing to do with guns at all.
That's an issue we need to address.
That's an issue altogether that I think it was Ronald Reagan, that did that.
We need to address that.
He
Period.
stopped mental health wards
Yeah.
He killed those, and that was a problem. But mental health wards were a problem in itself.
So,
But what else is it? What else it did?
it didn't do what did.
It did do.
Raise the minimum age.
What is it raised to? 21?
21. Created waiting period.
I disagree with that though. The waiting period was how much before?
Well, prospective gun buyers would have to wait 3 days until a background check is completed. Whichever is longer.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I remember.
Right.
Yeah. Now, how long is it?
There would be some exceptions, including for police officers, members, and military. No, now they would have to wait 3 days.
I thought it was always 3 days.
Maybe here, maybe somewhere else. You're thinking?
I thought it was always
this
3
is
days.
Florida. We're talking about,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
I don't know. I don't want to talk about the gun stuff because
yeah.
it's
Check it out.
It's a right. Same thing with speech. It's a right. Like you can only do so much,
Again, what it didn't do was ban assault weapons.
which I'm fine with.
The AR-15s,
100% fine with.
magazines,
Fine with.
and it didn't strengthen background checks.
What else could they look for? As far as I understand, they look for all signs. They look for if you have any arrest for any sort of domestic anything, any sort of violence, battery, assault, you cannot get a gun. Any sort of mental health issue, anything mental related, you cannot get a gun. Any convictions, felonies, you cannot get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Misdemeanors, they'll let you slide because all people make mistakes. You know, there's certain things that they're like, okay, we'll let you slide because sometimes when you grow up, you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? You make dumb mistakes. But mental health issue, I agree with you should not have a gun if you have a mental health issue.
Yeah.
And even after you get over the mental health issue, there should also be an extended sort of... Even after the doctor saying this guy's perfectly fine, he's perfect, even after that, I think you should wait a few years because people snap. You should give 5 years after you're cleared.
Yeah.
After those 5 years, then we can allow it.
Yeah, extend the waiting period for
Yeah.
those individuals.
I can see that. And then the bump stock, I don't like that they're taking away the bump stock because I feel like it's something that we can make. Like, that's the problem with guns too. We can make so much of these things ourselves. You know? I was watching this video, somebody was like, if you put a spring between the trigger and the part that goes around the trigger, the guard, just a spring between this and this that pulls the trigger forward, all you gotta do is put one spring, you hold the trigger slightly, and it's... He's like, bump stocks are irrelevant. It was just a way for people to make money.
Yeah, if you have an intent in mind,
Exactly, yeah.
you're gonna achieve your.
That's
goal.
what I'm saying. That's why, to me, bump stocks almost like, it's irrelevant. You're not dealing with the issue. You're dealing with... It's like saying abortions. You're not dealing with the actual... The problem is people having sex and getting pregnant, not the pregnancy. You know? That's like going, like I was saying before. I don't know if we even published it. That's like when you go to the doctors and you go, my sore throat, I'm sick. And the doctor's like, okay, I'm going to medicate you tissues. Go to the pharmacy and get tissues and medication. He's like, what? That's not going to help me? That's not the problem. That's just the...
And that's the same thing we have with so many different other issues that we're currently facing. Is that we're not getting to the root of the issue, and we're not coming up with solutions that are going to benefit us. We're so busy yelling across the other side. We're so busy yelling across the other side that we can't even sit down to discuss the issue at hand. Like really just have a discussion without the fear of being attacked, ridiculed, just to go in and talk. And I think that's why people don't go to...
It's do my thing. No, you do my thing. Do my thing. Nobody wants to be like, look, what is your thing? What is my thing? Let's talk about it. Let's make the best option. Let's make the... You know, because I'm sure... I mean, I don't know what goes on in these conversations. But I think if somebody were to say, bump stocks are so irrelevant, we can ban all bump stocks. All somebody needs to do is go to Home Depot, buy a spring, and they got this.
Again, I don't think here is, again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but...
No, they're not. And this podcast...
It's what I say.
We will program you.
We will put those codes through these wires. No, I think that guns aren't the issue, obviously.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. And, if we're not sitting down and coming up with a real... that can resolve the issue, then we're just going to get the same.
Yeah.
The same thing over and over again. Do you think that, this bill that passed for Florida from the governor, do you think other would start mimicking it? It'll go all the way up?
I do, yeah. Because that's the way it works. Everybody's scared to take the first step. Once that first step is taken, everybody's like, well, then the coast is clear, right? I think what they do is they'll let it go in Florida. They'll give it a few months, see the people's reaction. Yeah. And then other states, I want to say liberal states, I think will be the first ones to do something like this.
It's crazy because what we're saying, what we've been doing is saying that we the people can't come to an agreement because we can't even talk to each other. Yeah. So we'll give this issue, this power, over to the government.
Yeah, because we can't figure it ourselves.
Because we can't do it ourselves.
It's horrible.
That's the basement.
Tune in next week, guys, when we talk about zombies.
We're gonna do zombies?
I don't know.
We should do zombies, bro. We should do.
We might do zombies next week. Tune in. Peace.
Later.